A ver, comenzar. Nueva partida.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company
No lo entiendo nada.
where he was
Primero que nada.
employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push them and in what order.
Ahora se vamos a suponer que básicamente el tipo está trabajando.
Every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the
Que se llama Stanley.
as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Y que vive en una
And then
habitación
one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change
en otro
Stanley.
mundo.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now,
What?
Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
¿La hora qué hora es?
Eventually, someday,
A ver si está
they
bien.
would arrive.
Las
Soon,
11.
very soon now, this will end. He will be
No, la hora no
spoken
está
to.
igual a la vida
He
real.
will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Aquí viene. Me carga. Y de vuelta me manda a la habitación. No entiendo. What? Salte antes de que se cierre.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Vamos allá.
When
Yeah.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Ok. Con razón no podíamos pasar si el tipo dice por dónde ir y yo no entendía. Sin subtítulos. Ah, acá era. Acá
Yet
era.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Ok. Carajo, no le leí qué dijo. Por estar mirando otra cosa. Ojo.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Vamos. Stanley. Ahora para arriba o para abajo. Vamos a subir
Coming
para
to a
abajo.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ajá. ¿Y el viejo dónde está?
Stepping into his
Oh.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it
Aquí.
an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Es... No, mierda. Es... 2.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs, trying to yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
¿Qué abrió?
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
El pasaje... abierto el pasaje. ¿Qué pasaje se abrió? Ah, aquí. Este, ¿no? Ok. Aquí estuvimos antes. ¿Y ahora? Es acá, ¿no? Sí, es acá. Háblame, loco, no sé qué hay que hacer. No hay nada por acá, ¿no? Clic, 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 clic. Top. No me dice qué hay que hacer, vamos a bajar. Oh, ay, qué susto. Perro. Maldito chispazo.
Descending deeper into the
Descendiendo
building,
más profundo.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Vamos para allá. Presiones de control mental. Avanzamos porque no se ve nada.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Entonces, ¿qué? O por acá, ¿no? No me deja tocar nada más.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitoring this place where freedom meant nothing.
Clic acá. Esta computadora, prohibido, prohibido, prohibido. Por acá vengo, ¿no? Nope.
This mind control
Entonces, el control mental era demasiado horrible para el dedo, no podía asistir.
Someone's control all this time. Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
¿Qué pasó? No me diga que se trabó. Ah, no.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
¿Sí?
Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
¿Dónde hay que ir? ¿Qué hay acá? ¿Qué dice esta? Consola desactivada. Vamos por acá.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was to put an end to this horror.
Y se fue todo al carajo.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No se ve nada, ¿eh? Se ve una línea.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Había
Freedom
derrotado
was
a la
mere
máquina.
moments away.
Mandó a alguien más. La libertad estaba
And
en
yet,
un momento de
even
distancia.
as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had
¿Es un
his
final?
co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building
Por favor, carga rápido y todo.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
What?
Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
Miren qué bonito lugar. Vamos a esperar que cargue bien.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Stanley caminó hacia la puerta. Bueno, no hay ninguna puerta, pero vamos a suponer que es el camino, ¿no?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Era feliz. Sí, logramos que Stanley sea feliz. Ese es el final, ¿no? Si les gustó el video, deja tu like y suscríbete al canal para más. Activa la campanita y nos estamos viendo en el próximo video. Bye.